Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Today I wanted to talk to you about food intolerance and IBS. Since I was about 16, I've suffered from like stomach cramps, bloating, IBS type symptoms. I'd go from constipation to diarrhea all the time. Nothing would be, normal. I'd have very sort of awful sort of pains under my rib cage. And basically it got to the point where I was having that much time off work because of my stomach pains, and I thought, right, I better do something about this. So I went to see my doctor, and he sent me to see a gastroenterologist on the NHS, and I thought, finally, I'm finally going to figure out what the problem is. So anyway, I went to see the consultant, and he basically said, have you an idea of what it might be? And I said, well, I think I may be intolerant to eggs. And he said, right, okay, stop eating eggs. And then he said, have you kept a food diary? I said, yes, I keep a food diary because I like to track what I eat for, weight loss purposes. And he said, right, well, basically you've done your job for me. There's nothing else I can do. So I thought, well, what an absolute waste of time that was. Basically he didn't do any tests, nothing, that was it. So I thought, right, okay, I'll have to just do a bit of research on the internet and see if there's private companies out there who will test you for food intolerance or food allergies. So what I did was, I did some research on the internet, and I found a company called York Test Laboratories, and what you have to do is send a blood sample down to them. What they do is they send you a little kit, and it comes in a little box like this, and basically you'd have to prick your finger and take a little blood swab, pop it into a sealable tube, and then post it down to them. Within sort of 10 days I had my results back, and they found that I was intolerant to cow's milk, hazelnuts, yeast, onions, coconut, egg yolk, mustard seeds and peaches. So my first thoughts were, oh my god, like, how am I going to cut this amount of food out of my diet? Particularly cow's milk and yeast, they're in absolutely everything. So I thought, I felt a bit down about it, and I found it quite daunting to start off with. But basically I looked on the internet for recipes and things, types of food that I could eat that didn't contain yeast. The main problem was sort of yeast, because it's in any sorts of, bread, even sort of fruit that's overripe contains yeast. So anyway, what I did for the first month was I completely cut out mainly cow's milk, anything that contains cow's milk, so cheese, cream, anything, anything dairy. Cut out eggs, and I cut out yeast, and within the first month I instantly felt better. I lost half a stone straight away. I didn't have any sort of stomach problems. My sort of bowel movements, I know it sounds disgusting, they became more regular, more normal, and I think that this York Test Laboratories, this food intolerance test that I've done, is the best thing that I could have done. It does cost quite a lot of money. I think I paid £230 for it, but there's different levels of testing that you can have done. It isn't easy cutting out dairy and yeast. I crave bread. I love coffee as well. I love lattes and iced coffees and anything like that. I'm addicted to Starbucks, and it's so difficult, and finding a milk substitute I'm finding really difficult. I've tried soya, I've tried rice milk, and both of those in coffee I really don't like. One thing I have found a substitute for milk-wise is called, it's a milk product called Oatly, and it's not milk, but it's like a milk substitute, and I wouldn't have it in coffee or anything like that, but I've been having it on porridge, and it just tastes like porridge, really. When they send you the results sheet back, they send you a little card as well, which has a list of what you're intolerant to. You also get to have 2 telephone consultations as well, which I haven't done yet, but I think basically it's just to perhaps give you an idea of how to start to cut out the foods that you're intolerant to, which basically I've managed to do it myself. But it is a struggle and it is hard, but I know that if I eat something now that's got milk in or yeast, that I will have stomachache like within a couple of hours. I know I'm going to be ill, but sometimes the cravings do just get a bit too much, like chocolate. I love chocolate and cakes and biscuits and, you know, stuff, bad stuff really, but it's good in a way because it's cutting out all the crap. So, and that's it really. I mean, I'd be interested to hear if you've had any sort of food intolerance testing done and what your sort of thoughts about it were. Have you had to cut out any types of food, and how have you found it easy, have you found it difficult? You know, comment below, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.